me just ask you a question, because it's almost,
please ask a question.
We are giving you examples of things that women experience, and just like you said, okay, Shantae, we just want you to understand it from a female's perspective. You're not a female, but you may have a daughter, right? And how about do you want your husband to control her? And it could be toxic, because when you're saying control, it's just a blanket statement. So do you want your daughter to be with a man who controls everything that she does?
Oh my God, Jesus!
I'm just answering
the way that we explained it, yes. The way that we just articulated it, yes, we expect her to be under his coverage.
So the way that Sweeney explained it, I agree. But the conversation, most of the conversation happened before that explanation.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. That's where y'all took it. It seems like no matter what, y'all take it as the worst possible case scenario.
No, we were just saying that for the internet.
They're speaking for trauma. Remember,
for the internet,
it's trauma, pessimism.
So for the internet,
just being cynical.
There are different. So in a classroom, you have different people from different walks of life, right? And they take things different based on their walk of life. So since we are reaching multiple people, we like to zoom in and clarify, say, hey, put as much clarity to it as possible. So you just gave an example. So if your man said this, and this, yes, mistaken had a problem with it, but most of us like, yeah, we just wouldn't do it. Control.
You know how, all right, so first and foremost, Shan, this is the first thing that you have to do when it comes to these conversations. You have to approach us in good faith. Sure. You have to at least take us in good faith. And then you can ask, hey, Trev, okay, I get that. I see that, and I would never have a problem with that. Mm-hmm. Do you think that this will be a problem if a man did this? And then we can answer yes or no and put that out there. But when y'all just start throwing out the worst case scenarios, and now we got to argue with y'all about the worst possible case scenario. Hold on a minute. God damn it.
Sweeney, I know you're not talking. You was over there, the whole time people talking like with these gestures, theatrical.
I can be theatrical. Well, I let you talk though. I was theatrical, but I let you talk.
Yeah, Jesus, Broadway. Go ahead.
Hey, look, that fall out my chair was epic though. You gotta admit that. I slid out this chair like, but no, though, like if you approach it in good faith, but what y'all are doing to us is basically y'all are saying, hell no, we ain't doing that shit. That type of control just means you're just trying to take our rest away and make us not go to Walmart. We like, that ain't what we're talking about here. Like, if y'all came in good faith, it would be a better conversation. But y'all are attacking what we're saying from a hurt crowd perspective to where it's not even like you're asking us to answer for things that we did not do or that we're not advocating for.
Oh, I get it. And so let me just say this, Winnie, I understand. But let's just be honest. That's most of these conversations. Most of us don't experience half of the things we talk about in this conversation. We always take the wild card and make it like it's the normal, right? So this is no exception to the rule. But I get what you're saying, and you're absolutely correct. That's all.
Go ahead, Callie. You want to get in there?
Nope. I'm just playing.
Right here. This is the modern woman right here. Hey, look, this is the modern woman right here.
She like just playing.
I don't know. I don't even know how we got on this topic, to be honest. I was like still stuck on my last sentence. I was just letting y'all like hash it out and stuff. I mean, I get both sides, right? I get that, you know, to be a leader, it does take some form of control, some form of authority to be able to like, to direct the relationship to the next level, right? I get that. I also get what the ladies are saying as far as like how some people have certain, you know, traumas when it comes to the word control because they've been in situations where they've been vulnerable before and it didn't work out for them. I just think that I'm just going to be honest and straightforward and not bounce around the back. I mean, it is kind of true. Like, in order for you to be a leader, you do have to have some sense of authority, right? But, it, you know, like I said on the last panel, with great power comes great responsibility. So it's really important to make sure that the person you're choosing to lead you, that they are someone that is worth worthy of having that position or won't abuse the power that you were giving them. So it's a plethora of things, but yeah, that's pretty much my stance.
Has freedom turned love into a business deal instead of a bond?
I think it wasn't freedom that did that. I think that it was people that did that. And it was, I mean, it wasn't the fact that they are free to do it. I think it's just people, when they're given too many choices, they usually typically choose the wrong choice. They overthink it, or I don't know. We are just product of our environments and our emotions sometimes. And sometimes we allow our emotions to make us make the wrong decisions. And part of having those wrong decisions are, why would I choose to be in a relationship when I have all these other options that I can have, A, B, C, D, E, F, G? But at the end of the day, that's not love. So I'm not going to put love in this topic, because that has nothing to do with love. That's not love at all. And no one can sit here and say that that is love. That's not love. That's selfishness. That's being selfish and choosing a whole different lifestyle over having someone that can ride with you for the rest of your life. So I think that people just choose themselves. I think they're not choosing love at all. That's why I said that they're not choosing love. They're choosing something else. And that has nothing to do with love.
Y'all know what?
What the hell did she just say?
Nah, man, don't be like that. Y'all know the kind of women that experience that kind of control. Y'all want to know what kind of women wind up experiencing that type of man? Like the controlling in a negative way? Wow. Y'all want to know what kind of the ones that say shit like
straight women.
Only the right kind of man I need the right kind of man to tame me. That's how you run into the motherfucker that's gonna beat your head across, like not literally in the literal sense, but that's how you run into those type of aggressive men.
No, I think
because most men aren't trying to tame and or control nobody or micromanage them. That's why submission is a choice. That's why we need your submission. That has to be a choice of yours, because ain't nobody trying to fight you over everything and have to argue with you about everything and have to micromanage you about everything. But a woman that has to be micromanaged, or say a man, only the right type of man can tame me like she's some goddamn wild hyena, that's the type of woman that gets into those type of situations. And I'm gonna be real with you, there's been plenty of women that have come up on this panel that have said some shit like that, and they in the chat right now talking about how they don't like them type of men, but they had come up here and tell us how wild of a hyena they are and how difficult they can be. When you're difficult like that, you run into people like that, because, man, if I have to argue with you of everything, either the man gonna leave or he gonna double down.
Okay, I think to answer your question, I think the type of women that end up in those type of relationships with that type of man are straight women that deal with men that believe that the definition of leadership is control.
Are you playing for the other team or something?
I'm not.
Are you one of them Kit Kat girls?
I just don't play for the team of men that believe that they have to control their woman.
God damn! Like, you know what? Look, hey, like I said, you know what the beauty thing. You know what the beautiful thing about today is, about today's time, is that none of y'all are in relationships. The men and women alike. All of y'all chose it. Well, I'm not talking about y'all. God, Lee, stop taking it as a personal shot. I'm just saying in general. That's the beautiful thing.
Women who typically
Sweeney, I'm just saying you said y'all, so I thought you were talking.
We were just
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, if the shoe fit, word.
In general, the beautiful thing about today is that none of y'all are in relationships. Most of these people are single, and they going about it alone by their damn selves. So y'all should be the happiest people on planet Earth, because you don't have to fall under the thumb of a man. Go be happy then. But don't sit here and talk about how you need a leader no more. Don't come up here talking about how you need a man no more. Don't tell us how much, like, stay on that side and just be happy with the hell y'all doing. Because god damn, this is a damn headache. To have to fight with y'all, like to be told that we have to be responsible for you. as men to be told that we have to be responsible for you, but we can't have any control over or any leadership over you, is crazy to me. Then I don't want to be responsible for you. I don't want to have to protect the person I can't control. I don't want to have to be responsible for a person I can't get to do what I need them to do or have any leadership over them. I don't want any of that trouble over a person that chooses to want to be against me at every chance she get. Go be free and stay over there.